Hi and welcome to this channel. Martha Makwata here again. So today I'm ready to share with you a preparation of a traditional Luhyan bean recipe. We call it shitieni. Shitieni. So I'll share it. It is simply the removal of the back of the beans. Then we boil and make stew. So let me share this process. Growing up, this process was so tedious, but let's just see how quick the conventional gadgets have made it for us. So kindly, if you've not subscribed and yet you love such content, remember to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up to just push it to other audiences, and comment something below if you have such a recipe in your area. Kindly, let's go straight into the video. So you already know we are doing a bean recipe, and I'll use these beans. In Kenya, we call them wairimo. So the first step is to just sort out our beans and ensure there is no dirt in our bin. We don't need maize, and so we remove the maize and any dirt that will be here. So that's the step I'm getting into. So after ensuring that the beans are clean, after collecting all the dirt from the beans, now we are ready for the next step. And I was using our local beans. We call them wairimo in Kenya. Kindly comment below and share how you call them in your native or in your area or where you come from. These are common red beans. We call them wairimo in Kenya. The next step was to soak the beans for 15 minutes. And this was after the 15 minutes had lapsed. And so I was going to the next step. I'm just emphasizing in this video that I soaked the beans for 15 minutes. And so I'm ready for the next step. And the next step is to put some into the blender and just use the pulses the way you will see in this video. So that's what I'm doing just now. Yeah, I'm using the pulses. This is to ensure you don't really blend your beans, but to just help in softening and removing the coat, the bean coating, or do we call it the skin, the bean skin, sorry. So that's what the process I'm doing right now. And normally it produces some froth, as you can see. Yeah, that's what I was doing in this picture here, or in this video here. So the process of blending is repeated until I'm sure that most of the beans have been softened, and then it was time to now remove and put the next lot. This is how the beans look after the blending part. The pulsing part. Can I call it the pulsing part? Yes. So this is how they look. And so at this point, I'm heading to the sink to go and wash. And at this point, you notice that the skin is floating on top and the bean itself remains under. So I'll keep squeezing and just washing them and in my fingers to just remove the skin. At this, I'm at the sink, and the process involves rubbing the beans between my fingers to remove as much skin as possible. After being satisfied that much has been removed, I sieve it to just see how much has come out. Yeah, the skin, much of the skin is on top. So that's what I'm doing to just sieve. That is how our beans look, and that's the much of the skin that was able to be removed with the first wash. You can see our bean down there is becoming whiter, and so I had to repeat the process, rub, then at the end pick to have the skinned beans or the removed cuts. This type of bean is very good for those people who have stomach issues when they eat beans. Notice a lot of the gas is normally on the skin. I have one of my family members who cannot eat beans with the skin on. But when the skin is removed, we enjoy it together. So this is the way the beans have turned out. If you can see, there are still a few coatings which I can just hand pick the way you can see me doing. Just hand picking them like this. So this cooker is here, this pressure cooker is here because I want to cook these beans here, our skinned beans. I want to cook them in this pressure cooker, and now that they are quite soft and without skin, let me see whether cooking them using the rice mode will work. Let's see how it will turn out. So this is how it looks. I'm sure it will cook pretty fast. It is so beautiful. So at this point, we just pick out the cuts like this. Once all of them are done, I'll pour them here. Then we cook. So let's return at that point where I'll be pouring them here so that we cook them. I'm now adding the beans to the cooker. I hope it will be a success. Stay tuned, we will see together. I'm testing this pressure cooker for the very first time. I've not used it for anything else. These beans are the first ones to cook in here. So let's see how it will turn out. Let's cross our fingers that it will cook well. So I'm just drying my hands before I cover the cooker, then turn it on. So let's see how it will go. So the cooker is on. We give it 8 minutes and see the way it will turn out. And so this is the final result of our skinned beans. Looking so delicious. We cooked it here. And this is the aftermath of the cooking. I drained the excess water, and so this is how it looks. So I will fry these beans and we will eat it with the chapati. Yes, so I'm so happy that it was a success at the end of it all. So if you love such content, remember to subscribe. Also comment down below if you have such a recipe of beans in your community. So until the next one, bye for now.